Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Big Sis Radio. And today we're going to be discussing things women need to stop apologizing for. I think one of the biggest problems women have is that we don't often realize is that we tend to apologize for things we're not even supposed to be sorry about. And the more we do it, the more it becomes a habit. And there are two types of habits. There are good habits and there are bad habits. It becomes more of a bad habit because you tend to apologize for things that are not even necessary. For example, you being your expressive self, you being your jovial self, you talking, you being peppy, happy, active, and then someone looks at you like, why is she acting like that? Or someone looks at you like, I don't like this. Like, this person is your activeness is too much. Kind of like turn it down a bit, and then we start apologizing seriously for it because we feel like, oh, we are being too much, and as a lady we are not meant to be too much based on the I don't think that belief still works now though. I think that was like very archaic. That was like then it's not as serious now. But then based on the ideology that women are meant to be seen, not heard, which is wrong. So today I want to talk about a few things women seriously need to stop apologizing for. And today we're going to be discussing it in lessons, just like we did yesterday. And lesson 1: have boundaries. Have boundaries. The first thing women should stop apologizing for is having boundaries. It is good to have boundaries as a person. Men have boundaries. You also should have boundaries. As a person, you deserve to have boundaries. If you don't have boundaries, people are going to cross those boundaries that should have been there in the first place, and then it could lead to emotional harassment because they don't know that this is a boundary because you did not set those boundaries. And then having those boundaries and then someone complaining because of you have those boundaries, and then you start apologizing, that is wrong. You deserve and need to have your boundaries. Sometimes when we say no, we feel like we have to explain ourselves or soften it with an apology. Like someone expects you to do something that makes you uncomfortable, and then you say no. It is not like it's not obvious that this thing is obviously going to make you feel uncomfortable. It's obvious that it's going to make you feel uncomfortable, but the person refuses to take you into consideration. The person refuses to care, and so the person just ignores how you're feeling about the entire thing. And then when you say no, the person starts asking questions like, why did you tell me no? Like, who are you to say no? But it is your right. It's your right. As a person, you need to have those boundaries. And you having those boundaries shouldn't make you sorry. You shouldn't be feeling bad because you told someone no, because of something the person wanted you to do, or something expected from you made you feel uncomfortable. Your boundaries doesn't make you rude. It just means you respect yourself. It just means you respect the time you put into things. It means you respect your energy. It means you respect yourself as like generally. So therefore it is important for you to have your boundaries. So when someone tries to encroach on these boundaries, you should not be feeling sorry. In fact, you should be feeling attacked because the person is crossing into your personal space, and the person could be a danger to you, and if the person does not want to apologize for crossing into your boundary and therefore proceeds to make you feel bad about having those boundaries, that is a no-no. Your boundaries are what keeps you safe. You have them there for a reason. So therefore, do not apologize for having your boundaries. And then another lesson, saying no. I find a lot of people doing this a lot, like so often. Like a lot of my girls, they'll come and meet me. They'll be like, they told someone no because one of the things because like let's say they asked for something from them, but then they didn't agree to give them because it just did not make them feel comfortable. They just felt like they could not trust this person with it. And instead of like feeling fine after saying no because you just protected something that is yours, something you actually care about, you start feeling bad and guilty that, oh, I said no, perhaps I shouldn't have said no, maybe there's a way I should have put it. Is it better for you to risk is it always good for you to risk your own convenience at the expense of for someone who doesn't even acknowledge the fact that you're risking your own convenience for them? I mean, you don't always have to attend everything or help everyone or agree with everything. I mean, these people that you are doing it for, it's not like all of them are going to be able to do the same thing for you in the exact same way you do it for them. So constantly having to feel sorry just because you're not able to help this person with this thing at this moment, or agree with this person at this moment, or attend to this thing at this moment, and then because you said no, you start feeling bad, like, oh, I'm not a good person, oh, I shouldn't have said no, oh, yeah, that's wrong, oh, that type of thing. Like, no. Sometimes no is no, and that's okay. You don't have to feel bad about it. You don't have to escalate it. It is just no. No is no, and you shouldn't apologize for saying no. Something makes you uncomfortable, something doesn't sit well with you, and you say no. There is no reason to feel bad about it for any reason. No is no. And then another lesson I'd like to bring up is taking time for yourself. Do not apologize for taking time for yourself. The human body needs rest. It has been tested. It has been proven so many times. The human body needs rest. Women always apologize for taking time for themselves, which I find completely absurd. Everybody deserves to have a little moment of respite, have a little moment of peace, have a little moment of just themselves, where they focus on their own energy, where they focus on healing themselves after a lengthy day of work, or after a lengthy day of housework, because it does not have to just be work where you bring money from. Housework too can also be draining on a person. So from a lengthy day of any form of work, you need to take time for yourself. And whether it's just resting or focusing on your goals or your jobs or just wanting space, you shouldn't feel guilty about prioritizing yourself or your well-being. How can you help another person if you can't even help yourself? You're currently not in the state to assist, but you wish to assist. When you yourself, you're not assisted. How does that work? Baby sis, you need to understand this. Do not say no. Do not feel bad or say sorry just because you decided to take time for yourself. Don't ever do that. And then another point to put into consideration is wanting more from life. So because you don't want to be the type of woman that stays at home, you want to go out there. You want to do things. You want to do productive things. You want to bring something out of yourself. You want to test your limits. You want to see the type of person you can become. And then, because you want more success, because you want more respect, because you want more opportunities, you are being greedy. You are being greedy, and you should be apologizing for being greedy. It is not wrong to want more from life. We can never, as human beings, reach the highest peak of success. Even the most successful people still chase for success. So why you, that has not even made it to their level, giving up? Like, why you not looking to further yourself? And when you're looking to further yourself, why should you be feeling bad for wanting to further yourself? It is, I cannot stress that, it is your right, and you should not apologize for exercising your right, because it is your right. That's just all that it is, your right. Sometimes women are made to feel like they are asking for too much. How? But there's nothing wrong with wanting a better life for yourself as an individual. There is nothing wrong from wanting the best out of life, from wanting the best out of you. It is completely normal and it is completely fine. So therefore, do not apologize for wanting more out of life. And then another point to consider is outgrowing people. Sometimes, although it's painful to hear, those people you started with are not always going to be the people you end with. You might have started with this very close friend from small. You guys have been friends since you were toddlers, walking around in your diapers, jumping up and down, pooing everywhere, peeing everywhere, eating sand, getting your hands dirty, playing with blocks, all of that. Because you were together from that time does not mean you're necessarily going to follow each other till the end. Not because the person is a bad person. Sometimes we outgrow people. Sometimes the version of ourselves that resonated well with this person isn't the version we are anymore. We've developed. When we grow, we become developed, we become advanced, we become more mature, we become more open-sighted. We know what we want for ourselves, and apologizing for outgrowing a person doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. when you outgrow a person or a situation, it is normal. Growth naturally happens as you change your environment, as you clock a new age, as you are exposed to some situation. Growth will naturally happen, and that means leaving certain things behind. You can't take what you started with to the end. It's not possible. If you took that thing from what you started with to the end, it means you did not grow. There was no change. There was no advancement. They see you starting like this, and they see you dropping off. When you grow, for what you started with, as you progress from this small thing to this bigger size of a thing, and this thing, and then this, you're dropping something as you're growing, and it's okay. You are shedding. You are shedding to pick up better things, to pick up more useful things for yourself. So, apologizing for outgrowing people and situations, don't do it. Don't do it. So let's recap. Let's do a quick recap. Things that we should not apologize for, baby girl. Things that we should not be apologizing for. Having boundaries. That's number one. We must always remember. Do not apologize for having your own boundaries. Number two, saying no. It is your right, and you do not need to apologize for expressing your right and then taking time for yourself. Don't apologize for wanting a little bit of rest. You're human and wanting more from life. It is good to desire success. It is good to chase it. Take it as your pride and do not be sorry about it. Do not be sorry for wanting good things for yourself and outgrowing people. Do not be sorry for outgrowing people. Change is normal. Change is what makes you human. Change is what shows that you are growing. Change is what shows that you are developing. You're becoming different from how you were yesterday. So therefore, do not apologize for changing. And finally, the truth is, the simple, heartbreaking, heart-wrenching truth is that confidence only starts with the smallest of things. Not the huge things, not the big things. It starts with the small things. And one of those small things is learning when you don't actually owe someone an apology. It's not everything you have to apologize for. It's not everyone you have to explain yourself to. And we need to understand that for ourselves as ladies. That's one of the things I wish I had known at a point in my life. Honestly. There's so many times where I would look back and I would reflect, and then I'd be like, I really did not need to have explained myself. I did not need to apologize in this situation, because there was nothing I was doing wrong. I was just being me. I was looking out for me. I did not hurt anyone in the process. I just thought about being good to myself. And because of that, I have made a mistake. Because of that, I should be shaking, saying, I'm sorry. No. You is you when you is the best you. You is beautiful when you is the best you. I know that was wrong. You are beautiful because you are the best you. You are beautiful because you are making efforts to become a better you, because you're making efforts for something more advanced than your current state. And there is nothing wrong with that. Do not let anyone mind warp you into believing that there is something wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. It's completely fine. It's completely normal. But I'm curious. What's something you think women need to stop apologizing for that I have not mentioned? Drop that in the comments below. I want to hear all of your opinions. I want to hear everything. I want to know what you think, how you feel about this topic. Drop that in the comments below. I'll be watching, waiting, and ready to respond in my next video, or in the comments in case I can't respond in the next video, or in the comments. Until next time, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you.